Well, I finally made it to the job. We're back here in Japan, but where's my dad? What the hell? Gus is here working already, but... Oh, there's a bathroom here. What the hell? Whoa! What are you doing? We're not supposed to use the bathroom yet.
But I was planning to use the toilet.
What are you gonna do?
Well, I was planning to take a Hey there, crew, welcome back to another video. I am Eddie, your host with the most, coming to you from the East Coast. Now, in today's video, we find ourselves back at our job in Old Japan. And in our last video, you saw us cutting the walls open so we can lay speakers. We were putting speakers in the ceiling. But today, we're gonna be turning this into this. All right, crew, so in today's part 2 of this video, on this Old Japan job that we're doing on this basement remod, we're gonna be focusing on trimming. They just done painting the walls and they already did all the moldings. The floors are done as well, but nice and protected. So we're just gonna be doing some of our trim work, which is gonna consist of installing the magnetic grills on the speakers for the cinema, for the playroom and the gym. We're also gonna be installing crown molding for the Cove lighting that we're gonna be doing, LED lighting, which you just saw that a second ago, but we're gonna show you how we get there. So let's take a look at the table that we set up. So get a close shot of this. We have our Recon digital measuring tape. We're gonna talk about that in the video. We have some silicone that we're gonna be working with. And check this out. This is the equipment that we're gonna be working with. We have the GE Smart Lighting color changing LED strip. Comes in 16 feet, but we're actually gonna expand that to 32 feet. We're also gonna be working with some more Lutron Caseta dimmers. We're also gonna be working with a sync wireless switch that's gonna be controlling the LEDs, but the client will also control that from the phone. We also have an extra Pico remote to create that three-way functionality whenever you enter a room, so you have capability to turn on the light from one end and turn it off on the other. Over here on the side, we have Gus working with the trim that we're working with, the crown molding, which is Austin crown molding, I believe is Note 2. And it's a foam crown molding that comes in 3.5 inches, 8 feet. All right, so we have 32 feet to work with. And if you notice, we are actually adding foil tape to that to create a reflective area. So when we put our LED strip on there, it'll create a better reflective effect, like a silhouette, more shadowing and more color LED effect than when we install it in the Cove lighting. So if we take a look over here, so Gus already installed our corners. See our joints, we already pre-installed our joints. We already ran the connecting wire that we're gonna controlling the LED that controls right back from the rack to the driver that controls the LED effects and the colors. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna hand it over to Justin and see what he's doing. Hey, Justin, what are you working on?
Oh, I just finished organizing the grills for the speakers, so let's go put them up.
All right. All right, crew, so I got Justin over here set up with a 6-foot ladder. He is taking the speaker down. So if you remember from the last video, he was installing these protective plastic bags around the speakers so we protect it from the painters. The painters are done, so we just kind of take out the speakers. Notice how simple that was. The ring stays inside in the ceiling. He just twists the speaker out, item snaps. Now he's gonna twist it and lock it in. Once he locks that in, he'll install the grill, and that'll be the end of that. Let's take a look. Look at that. Oh my God, what a money shot that is. All right, let's move on to the next. Okay, same deal with the second speaker. He just got done with this one, moved the ladder over. We are in the gym, and we have 2 speakers in the gym, left and right, so the client can listen to music and work out. He's gonna take that bag out just like the other one. There it is, beautiful. Pop it back in, twist and lock it, just like that. There we go. That sound you hear is the speaker locking, slap the magnetic grill. Done. Now, for those that are asking, that little hole that's next to the speaker, that's what I believe is the smoke detector. That's gonna go there by code, so that had nothing to do with that. All right, he's moving on to the next. All right, crew, while Justin is preparing to go to the next room, I wanted to mention that inside the gym on this wall, I wanted to show you that this wall is gonna have some mirrors. And we already put our lacing strip mount over here with our cables that are connected. That's gonna be an outlet next to it. And if you notice, you're gonna see these lines across the mount. That is because this is gonna be the open area where the TV is gonna be installed, and then it's all gonna be mirror around it. So if I step back a little bit, you're gonna notice that that's the wall, and these are the 2 speakers on top, there and there, and that's how the client's gonna listen to music and work out and watch TV right there. Another grill. Boom. That's money. Boom, another grill, more money. Okay, crew, you just saw Justin installing 4 magnetic grill speakers, and for those that were asking, those speakers were actually 8-inch, 3-way speakers. Now we find ourselves in the cinema area where we actually are using a lot smaller speakers for the Atmos surround sound. These are actually 4 inches. He just removed one out. He's gonna pop that right in, and he installed this grill. If you also take a look, those speakers are almost the same diameter as the lights. We did that purposely, so the aesthetics are pretty, and of course, our client's wife will love it as well. Check that out. He just put that grill in. Let's get the next one. Okay, popping the other one in. There it is. Lock that, get the grill in. There's team member Gus over there. I think he's working on something, whatever it is. We can count on him to get it done right. We missed that shot. We missed that money shot. Man, take it back down. He's not gonna take it back down. All right, let's go to the next. So we got 2 more over here on this side, 1 there, and 1 over there. Let's see. Hey, Justin, hey, why don't you just give us a close shot of that speaker? Bring it back down so we can see it. Look how tiny that is. Look how beautiful that speaker is. Turn it around. All right. Look at that. Ah, what a beautiful speaker. Look at that. I feel just like Homer when he gets the donut. For those that watch Simpsons, speaker. All right, let's get that grill up. Boom, pop that in. Good job. Okay, another speaker. The last one for the top 4 surround sound rear speakers that we're doing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 2 on the upper ceiling here and 2 in the lower soffit here. He can pop that speaker in. Come on, let's get that speaker in there. All right. And crew, I want to mention that I think I'm going to have a meeting with Justin about that shirt. It's not really a Home Media Bliss shirt, but it is actually, to be honest with you, you know what? He gets a pass. That shirt that you see right there, it's actually the brand of the speakers we're working with. Disclaimer, we're not being sponsored and they're not paying us. We just love those speakers, all right? But if Origin Acoustic is watching, hey, I can actually take a check from you, so let's do it. Okay, crew, check this out. Justin now is working in the front cinematic speakers. Look at that, here we go. He's got the front speaker here installed. Look at that grill, sexy. Make that go away. Look at that, here we go. He's gonna put another one in there, let's go. Let's see, get that grill on there and slap that in there. Slap it, here we go. Look at that, look at that. Okay, that one it's in, that one it's in, that one is about to go in. Nice. Okay, now at the front of the cinema on the right-hand side, Justin is about to put the grills on those in-wall power subwoofers. Look at that. Whoa. Okay, they're actually powered from the rack. Here's another one over here. Go ahead. Oh, look at that. Oh, that went out nice. Good job on that. So check it out, crew. We got the front 3 speakers, subwoofer on the front right, subwoofer on the front left. We got our surrounds here. The grills are done. Justin is almost done in there. All right, crew, so we're moving on to the next step in this crown molding installation. Gus is ready for the next step, so he's asking for some measurements so he can make his cuts. And I wanted to show you that we're gonna be using a smart digital measuring tape by Recon. Okay, we're not sponsored by them. I paid full price for this thing. We love it, but just give you a demo of what we're gonna be using. You're gonna see some numbers on there, see that on there? And you also see me with glasses. Now, whenever you see me with glasses, that's because I'm in intelligent mode. I'm in the smart mode right now. Whenever you see me without my glasses, then that means I'm in the not so intelligent mode. So let's move on this measuring. Okay, crew, when we use the smart digital tape, it was telling us that our cut needs to be 78 and 11/16. So let's get that in there. Let's see how we're gonna do it. So, by obeying our last measurement, because the recorder records it, all right, let's take a look. See how we go. Check that out. All we need to do is go to 78 and 11/16. Did I go too much? No, not yet.
78.
No, 78. Oh, sorry. Whoops. I told you. 78 and 11/16. Okay, let's go. 11. Oh, there we go. All right, so there's our mark. We have a little laser here, bank. All right, so all we gotta do is make our mark right there with our pencil. That's it. And all Gus has to do is cut that. Okay, crew, so while Gus is preparing that crown molding for us, so we can install the strip lighting. I wanted to talk to you a little bit further about what we're using. We're not being sponsored for them, okay? I probably said that a bunch of times already, but we're using the GE Sync 16-foot strip lighting, and it could be fully expandable up to 32 feet, probably a little bit further. And then once we program it, we're gonna be using the Sync app and connect it to the Wi-Fi and program the colors on that. But let me show you what we had to do to the cable. Now, the driver only comes with a cable this long. There's no outlet over here, so we needed to extend the cable. And then so what we did is we ran a little piece of Cat 5 from here to the rack, and we cut the connecting cable, totally avoiding the warranty. So the warranty's gone on that one. But here's the little clip that we're gonna add, and let's check the rack. Now inside the rack, we decided to put the driver. So here's the driver that drives the LED lights, and all the effects are in here and the color changing. So notice how shorty little cable that comes with. So we cut that, stripped it, and then attached our cable that we ran and color matched both ends so we know that it worked. So then we have our power supply that I believe is 14 volts. We're gonna go ahead and plug that in. So now we're powering up that connection. Let's check it out. All right, cool, let's see if that works. We're gonna go ahead and put, looks like we're getting something. Let's check, ooh, look at that. It's working. How beautiful is that? Is that cool? Now let's show you a preview of what it looks like with the foil tape on the crown molding. Let's check it out. Okay, crew, so I'm up on the ladder right now. I wanted to show you a small preview of what it looks like. So we got the foil tape on the crown molding, and here's the strip light. So we have that turned on so we can give you a preview. And there are 3 methods for doing the LED lighting when you're doing the Cove. You can do top, middle, and at the bottom. So let me show you what the effects look like if we just do it on the top. All right, so let's go ahead and do a little demo. And this is what's gonna look like if we install it on the top. See that on there? So this is the silhouette that you get. Okay, here's choice number 2. You do it in the middle, and there's your lights. So it creates a larger silhouette on the ceiling. Okay, our personal favorite that we liked was at the bottom. Okay, you might already notice that because we installed the corner joints on there already, but we showed the client, we gave them this exact same demo. They were liking the one on the top, but they asked our own personal opinion, and we said, you know what, we like the bottom. I like the bottom. Anyways, so this is what that looks like, and check that out, crew. That's gorgeous. All right, let's continue. Okay, crew, as I mentioned earlier, we're gonna be doing some electrical. We are changing the switches that are for the basement so the client can control it from the phone app, and also when he's watching the cinema, he can turn down the lights from the phone, also from the remote. And so we're working with the Caseta system, so we'll put you in a time lapse. Gus is gonna be over there removing those switches. And let me talk to you about the switches. We're gonna be putting them 3 in a row. So because 3 of them are gonna be in a row, we're gonna have to break out the tabs, derate them so they can fit together inside the gang box. And we'll have our ground cable, our line feed, and then our leg feed towards the lights. And once that's installed, we'll program them and we'll go from there.
Hey Home Media crew, this is Justin, and as my dad mentioned earlier, this is going to be a little quick time lapse of Gus and my dad changing out these 3 switches into the Lutron switches that he previously mentioned earlier. So if anything, just enjoy the ride and listen to the music.
Okay, crew, as we continue the crown molding for the Cove lighting here, team member Gus got the cuts ready to go. He already put the joint corners, the miter corners, and now we're gonna install our first piece in between the miter cuts. So let's get that going. So he already prepared the cut. Let's go ahead and get that in there. We got our foil on it for the reflective effect. All right, let's see if we know what we're doing. All right, let's see, here we go. Okay, I got my joint over here pretty good. Let's level it to the ceiling. Let's see. Okay, that's good. Okay. Okay, crew, remember we're not nailing this. We are using clear silicone as it was suggested by manufacturer. And in seconds it will just dry in place, and check that out. There it is. One single piece going from left to right. Here are joints. And we're gonna use the suggested compound by manufacturer to seal the joints, paint it, put the light on top, done. Looking good. Let's move on to the next piece.
Welcome back, Home Media crew. You're about to see a couple of time lapses, but in these time lapses, you're gonna see my father and team member Gus prepping the next piece of the crown molding, and then you're gonna see me and Gus putting those said crown moldings right where they need to go. And maybe you might enjoy a little light show, but who knows. So if anything, enjoy the rest of the time lapses, and let's take it back to my dad.
All right, crew, so you just saw some of the cool lighting effect that we just did with that LED Cove with the crown molding. I think we're almost done with this video. In addition to the smart switches that we installed for the client that he can control the lights in the app, he also asked us, hey, Eddie, can you install something else that can be smart? And I said, okay, what about thermostats? He says, okay, fine. So let's go take care of the thermostat. Okay, crew, we're ready to go with this smart thermostat. I already went ahead and unboxed it. We're working with the Google Nest Smart Thermostat. And let's go ahead and prepare the area where we're gonna install it. Come on. All right, so this is the thermostat that we're gonna replace. And so I'll just go ahead and lift that out. And if you take a closer look, we have the thermostat wire that's right here. And the color coding means that this is a forced air for cooling and forced air for heating. All right, so I'll go ahead and take that out. Let's go ahead and remove this thermostat. Okay. Alrighty then. Okay, crew, I removed that previous non-smart thermostat and we're gonna install the new smart thermostat. And I'm also gonna get into a smart mode by putting my glasses so I can see a little better. All right, so let's go ahead and start with our connections. All right, so here we go. Let's start with the red. The red, we're gonna install it on the RC portion of the block. Okay, and we're gonna go ahead and let's see, next cable. We'll make that the green. Okay, so the green is gonna be our fan, which is gonna call for the fan. Let's put that on the G. Come on, get in there. Okay, that's in there. And let's see, white. What are we gonna do with the white? Okay, the white, that's gonna be for the heat call. So let's go over here. There it is. We got the white on the W1. And the yellow one, that's gonna be our cooling call. Alrighty then. There it is. Okay, now normally on a 5-wire, there's also the blue, which you can use for a common, so you can power a smart thermostat. But with the Nest one, it actually steals power from the yellow. So we'll go ahead and get that in there. Nice and pretty. Okay, if you notice, crew, it actually has a back plate, so it covers the previous damage from the previous thermostat. Okay, we got that in there. It's got a nice little level. Okay, let me go ahead and take on my 2 screws. Okay, see the little level on here? So take the first screw, place it on the top. Okay, there it is, and it brings a nice little level in there, so we can get that nice and level and get that little bubble in the middle. Okay, there it is. Okay. Okay, so we got the back plate on. We got the connecting block for the Nest thermostat. Okay, I have my yellow wire for the cooling call. I got my green for the fan call, and then we have the white one for the heat call. And then of course we have the red one, which is with the RC and the RH, which ties up the cooling and the heat call for power. The Nest actually bypassed the power through the terminal block. So let me go ahead and just snap in the thermostat on here. Okay. Now, of course, it's not gonna turn on because we have the furnace off. So I'm gonna go around over here, turn on the furnace. Let's go. Okay, I'm turning on the furnace, which that activates the 24-volt transformer and the air unit. Now let's go out to the thermostat. All right, there it is, crew. It's turned on. All we have to do is program it. Once we program it, we're gonna get with the client so they can put it on the app, teach them how to use the thermostat, and wrap it up. It's Friday. The guys wanna get out of here. So do I. So I think that's the end of the video. So let's do a little quick wrap up. Okay, crew, so to wrap up this video for today, we did crown molding in the Cove here. We did LED lighting for color changing. We installed smart switches for the client. We also installed a smart thermostat, 4 smart thermostats to be precise. We didn't want to bore you with those details. So we have another stop coming up here next week where we're gonna come back and we're gonna get that screen installed. We're also gonna get the projector installed. So tune in for that. Make sure you follow us. Like, share, and subscribe. Drop a comment. We'd like to hear from you. And I believe that's it, guys, right? We're out of here. All right, so we'll see you on the next home media of this video.